Welcome to a full day of eating. 2,800 calories. Let's go. Right, I wasn't actually going to do this, but I thought it might be quite insightful so you guys can kind of see what I will get on my shop day. So this is pretty much it. Obviously there's a couple of things that I'm missing out here because I didn't actually need them. But I'll start with the protein sources. So I'll start with the milk. I get milk. I don't have almond milk, I don't have oat milk, I don't have soy milk. I have cow's milk still. It's something that I can personally digest quite well. I don't have any issues with that. We've got eggs at the back here. We've got 1 pack of 5% beef mince. We've got 2 steaks, 2 sea bass fillets. We've got some bacon underneath, and then we've got some chicken breasts underneath that. I have then some tuna cans here as well, and some mackerel fillets in cans as well. I have one of them every day with my breakfast, which I have my eggs. Then I have some fat-free Greek yogurt and some Parmesan cheese. If I was to have some pasta, I'll always get some of that. I then have fruit-wise, I then have a big bag of frozen berries because it's just easier to put in my oats if need be. Always have my honey. I'm a big honey fan. I then have, we've got grapes, kiwis, bananas, apples, oranges, avocados. They're fruit and pretty much predominantly carb sources. I then carb-wise I do have a 1 pack of sourdough here, but that's only on the weekend, and I might not even have that, but I'll have that potentially on the weekend. I have packet rices. I pretty much have one of them every day for lunch, just because it's easier. We'll kind of see that today. And I didn't pick this up, but I have some organic oats as well, but I didn't need it today, so that's half a pack there. But that's pretty much what I eat. Like, there's no pasta there. I will have pasta at some point in the week, normally on the weekend, because that's just, we tend to kind of cook a nice meal on the weekend. But that's pretty much it. I'll put this away, and then we're going to get cracking on breakfast. So for breakfast, we've got 4 whole eggs, topped with sea salt and black pepper, and a can of mackerel fillets. We then have a coffee with a teaspoon of honey, and then we have, in this big jug, we have our creatine and electrolytes in there as well. So that's breakfast. We'll then have it's 10:30 now. I'll have a pre-workout meal in about an hour and 15 minutes, then hit my workout, and then lunch, dinner, etc. So I'm now into my lunch, which is also my post-workout meal. So I'm going to cook that up now, and I'll throw that in a container because I'll have that straight after training just before my next client. So we've got 250 grams of 5% beef mince. We'll cook that up with salt, pepper, chili flakes, and then I've got 250 gram pack of basmati rice with 1 avocado. I'll top this all with a crack of sea salt, with a crack of black pepper, some chili flakes, especially for the avocado and the beef. And I like a nice bit of spice, so we'll get a fair bit of that on it. Lovely. And then don't judge before you try it. Honey on beef mince is banging. So let's just drizzle a little bit of that on it. Yes, look at that. Gorgeous. So that is my post-workout / lunch. So we've got some good protein with the beef mince, we've got some good carbs with the rice, and we've got some nice fats with the avocado. So we're now in for our pre-workout meal. So basically how my day structures out is from 6 AM till 10 AM, I'll have my in-person clients. I'll come back around 10:30, I'll jump in the ice bath, I'll come back on my first meal, which you've already seen. Then I'll have my, which is about 10:30, about 12 o'clock, because I train about 12:45, 1 o'clock. About 12 o'clock, I then have my pre-workout meal. I've gone for a fruit bowl, pretty much. So I've got 100 grams of berries in there, and then on here I've got 1 apple, 1 banana, 2 oranges and 1 kiwi. So I'll have that, so it allows me to save a couple of calories for later on in the day and potentially after dinner, because that's when I get the most hungry. So just finished my pre-workout meal. Gonna pack the bag now. I'm ready to hit upper. We got upper in the gym today, and then we're off to coach. See you in the gym. Welcome. We are doing a voiceover today. So today's session is an upper session. Start off with a barbell bench press. We pyramid this first exercise. So we ended up hitting a double at 125 kilos. Then we backed off with a couple of sets. A little lighter weight, 100, moved pretty well for quite a few reps. Whole session's taken from our app on the build program. So it's hypertrophy focused. For this supinated lat pull down, we have a top set back off set. So it's the first set is 1 to 8 failure. And then I think we hit 1 at 12 as a back off set. We then are in for a seated barbell overhead press. So I'm quite liking this movement at the moment. Again, this is a top set back off set. So this is our top set. We hit 1 by 8 at 60 kilos, which to be fair, felt pretty comfortable. We're then in next for a prone row or a chest supported dumbbell row. I'm quite liking these at the moment. Looking back, the reps are pretty fast actually. So I would like to slow that down and keep a 3-second eccentric. So that's something to think about, but it felt really nice. Good squeeze at the top position as well. Trying to get that stretch right through the lats and then really drive and squeeze in. To finish today, it was quite a short and sharp session. We then finished off with a little bit of arms. So we had an incline dumbbell bicep curl. I'm absolutely loving these at the moment, trying to be nice and strict on the way down, 3-second eccentric. And then to finish off today's session, we had some dual rope tricep extensions. So trying to keep my elbow nice and fixed and getting a nice range of motion. So we go dual rope rather than just a single rope, just so we can get a greater range of motion. Right, so just got back in from work. It's 7:30 now. So I'm just going to have dinner quickly. This is nice and simple, quick meal tonight. Literally, is what is after 283 grams of chicken breast and 1 pack of basmati rice now. Because I get in about 7:30, and then normally I'm in bed by like 9:15. So dinner's always really quick to me, just that easy. But chicken's marinated with cayenne pepper, parsley, salt, pepper, dash of paprika on it as well. So just nice, simple. Gonna quickly waffle that down, and then I've got my kind of bed meal or my dessert, whatever you want to call it. And then after that, that'll be me done. So this is my last meal of the day. This keeps me nice and full. I had this just before bed, not just before, but I had my dinner about 7:30, as you've seen. And then what I'll do is I'll finish my dinner, I'll have a shower, chill out for a sec, and then I'll have my pre-bed meal, which I normally have about an hour and a half, sometime before I go to bed. So it's just 55 grams of, I don't know if you can see that there, it's 55 grams of organic oats with water, 15 grams of peanut butter, and then a whole banana. So this will keep me nice and full during my sleep, and also I can wake up and still be fasted for the morning. So I'm going to run through the full day of food. So it was 2,800 calories. We wanted 200 grams of protein, 80 grams of fat, and 320 grams of carbs. So I haven't yet, but I will put the macros for each meal on, but I'll run through it here. So breakfast was 555 calories, 48 grams of protein, 35 grams of fat, and 11 carbs. So the pre-workout meal was 417 calories, that was 5 grams of protein, 2 grams of fat, and then 101 grams of carbs. When my pre-workout meal, or before I've trained, I always want to consume at least 1 gram of carb per kilo of body weight, at the very least. So I'm 92-ish kilos, so 101 grams of my pre-workout meal plus 11 of my breakfast. For lunch, was 787 calories. That's actually the biggest chunk of calories from my whole day. 58 protein, 26 fat, and 74 carb. My dinner, it was a bit of a plain dinner, but it gets the job done. That was 637 calories, 74 grams of protein, 5 grams of fat, and 66 carb. And then the pre-bed meal, which I'm just about to have now, is 402 calories. That's 11 grams of protein, 11 grams of fat, and 63 carbs. So if I total up my full day, I've hit 2,799 calories. That's 199 protein, fat is 82, and carbohydrates are 317. So I'm 1 gram below my protein, 2 grams over my fat, and 3 grams under on my carbohydrates. But I follow IIFYM, so if it fits your macros. So for that, I'm not bothered. So as long as I hit my calories and my protein throughout the day, then I don't actually care where my fats and carbs actually sit. I structure them to kind of when I train. So I have like a carb dominant meal for my pre-workout meal. And then other than that, that's all I really do. If it hits it, fantastic. If it's like a couple of calories here and there, it doesn't matter. I'll wind down for the evening now. I'm just gonna eat this and then pretty much shut up for probably an hour and go to bed because we'll be like 5:15 tomorrow morning. So I'm probably gonna shut out the video here. So thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you've got a bit of insight into how I eat and how I eat 2,800 calories when I'm going on holiday, how I split it throughout. So I think it's very sustainable, very doable. Yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.